Without dopamine, the animal wouldn't move, it would just lay and die. Your brain works the same. And after waking up, you give this easiest dopamine source that's possible. So ask yourself, do you want the brain that has only 10 seconds of motivation? Or do you want to train your animal brain for real life again? I'm not here to hurt you, I'm here to help. Because 99% of people actually don't know how their brain works. And in this world, understanding your brain is not optional anymore. First, do you understand that you have an animal brain and this brain works automatically? Do you understand that you are your brain and without brain, you are a piece of meat with bones? Do you understand that you don't control your brain? It's just learned emotions from the past. Do you see the pattern? You are your brain and you don't control it. What does that mean? It means you need to know how it works or you will be sad. Do you actually understand what is the phone to your brain? Do you know that your brain was shaped by millions of years and smartphones we have around 20 years? So is it not logical that giving this much of phone is a risk? Let me explain this clearly. For your brain, the phone is dopamine. And for an animal and your brain, dopamine is the main driving force for survival. An animal moves because of dopamine. Because of dopamine, it searches for food, not because animal thought, I will go to search for food. The brain released dopamine, so the animal moved automatically. Do you feel the power of dopamine? Without dopamine, the animal wouldn't move, it would just lay and die. Your brain works the same, and your dopamine system, motivation system, adapts to what you give your brain. It is like your dog. If every morning you will give your dog, when he's waking up, a piece of meat, his brain will learn that I don't need to move. I don't need to search. This is all I need. What will his be motivation to go somewhere to search for food or eat boring food? He will become unmotivated without thinking automatically. And you have the same motivational system. And after waking up, you give this easiest dopamine source that's possible. Your brain learns that when you waking up, you don't need even to stand up to get what you need. And then you think, why everything feels boring? Why am I depressed? Why am I unmotivated? Why am I cannot get up from bed? Even the movies are boring. And in this modern world, the motivation, dopamine triggers are everywhere. Everything that takes your attention can become a dopamine source. And every dopamine source can become addiction. And addiction is the same dopamine. And you might have heard how addiction sometimes strongly kicks in for some people. So do you understand how strong it is? And this is what the phone does to you. If you scroll in bed every day, your brain learns 10 seconds of effort and I already get the main driving force for survival. So why would your brain want the real effort? Why would standing up, working, thinking, building, or doing something hard feels good? Why would your brain give you dopamine if in 10 seconds you can get all you need? Your brain learned low effort, high reward. So ask yourself, do you want the brain that has only 10 seconds of motivation? Or do you want to train your animal brain for real life again? Thank you for watching. If you liked, please comment. And remember, I want only good for you. I feel strong emotion of what I talk because I know this from the inside. And when you know this from the inside, you know how strongly this can hurt.
And if you want to understand your motivation more deeply and get to the root of it, check out this full animal brain lesson. Remember, if the situation feels out of control, my message-based mentoring may be one of the fastest paths toward a different future.